Hello everybody and welcome back to Learning the Acoustic Guitar. Not sure what part this is, but in this episode we're going to be talking about note duration. Eighth notes, whole notes, and quarter notes. Admittedly, I don't read sheet music currently, but for no particular reason besides I just don't write sheet music very much and I don't play other people's pieces. Just some technical things that I have to put together to actually be able to write music myself. Which I will be doing, just haven't done so yet. But I want to talk about the way that I think about note duration, and then I'm going to teach you, I don't know what to call those, I don't know if that's a false chord or just open chords or whatever, but I just think you get it pretty good. I'm playing chords, I'll strike the chord, and then on the up strum I'll hit all open strings, and then like from A minor, down strum the chord, release the chord, and on the up strum just hit all open strings, and then hammer on and play the E minor chord at the same time. And what you do is you kind of bounce in and out of a key, and it just gives it a cool sound, that I think. But for the note duration, the way that I like to think of note duration is I like to count contact. Every time I strike the string, whether it's a chord or whether it's a note, I'm thinking about a syllable or a sound. So for whole notes, the way that I do it is I count every time I strike it, and I only do it on, it's kind of hard to articulate, but only on the whole notes. I'm talking in circles right now, I'll just demonstrate it. So I'll count the measures of 4/4 timing. 4 beats in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those on whole notes you're striking, every time you strike the chord, you're only striking on the whole intervals. Conversely, for half notes, that's a whole note, that's a half note, or that's a whole note, and then this is a half note. You're going to strike the strings, and you're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you're going to strike on the 1 and the ands. For the whole notes, you're just striking the 1, 2, 3, 4. So just A minor, E minor again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those chords have a duration of one whole note. Now half notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now for eighth notes, just you count 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 And the way, so I'm pretty competent in music now, but when I first got started, making sure I was counting every time I strike the strings, or you can do the same thing with just notes, just taking the major scale pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And so that's how I count note duration. And again, I don't read sheet music. I doubt there's a more proper way to do that. But then you would say, well, Brad, what about 16th notes or 32-second notes? Right, when you're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. However many times you count a whole note, that's going to be your tempo. So if you want to play, I'm going to mess up the example, but if you want to play a 16th note, you can just think of it as an eighth note, double the tempo, and keep the same counting pattern. Same with quarter notes to eighth notes, whole notes to half notes to quarter notes to eighth notes to 16th notes, so on and so forth. So that's how you want to count or learn note duration, and that's how I learn note duration as well. So again, I've already kind of talked you through it. Just for the false chords, or whatever you want to call that, I'm going D minor, A minor, E minor, and like I said, the down strum, 1, hands are open open chords. I'm literally, there's no chord, I'm just striking all of the strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So there you have it. That's how you count note duration. Thanks for watching.